What's good, people? You know who it is. Today is my official review of Resident Evil 8. A game that I picked up on it's downloaded on May 17th, I believe. I don't remember. But anywho, my initial thoughts of the game was this might be the one game since the first one to give me jump scares, which I wasn't exactly wrong about that one. It was bad, but I had to get points for trying. Well, I'm currently holding off until I get the next gen console for my second playthrough. Whatever that is gonna happen, I'm working. I'm currently working with the system to try to get one before the end of the year. But if it don't happen, anywho, for the record, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't played it yet, or if I get to a spot that you haven't played it, you might want to click off the video. Or if you pretty much don't care and everyone you know played it, you can sit through it. Okay, let's start with the beginning. Cause, let's see. If, the most cringiest thing I seen was Ethan trying to playing with a small stuffed teddy bear, trying to get a laugh out of his little girl. I give him points for trying, because well, technically I can't really, even I wouldn't do that. But
you have too done that.
Well, I'm kind of terrible at it, but. Then they got Juicy with the beginning of the game before the kidnapping, which I to this day don't understand why Chris didn't just tell him what was going on, and that I can never tell what that whole boy was. Then we get to the village. Wait, I thought that would have been towards the end of the game since it was called Resident Evil Village, but hey, each their own. Okay, I hated the werewolves, but then again, when I played, I had terrible aim. I had to. So that one was kind of my fault, but overall, they weren't too bad. I mean, it was creative because I don't know a game that actually had zombie werewolves. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't count, but yeah, my little girl wanted to join in on it.
Say hi, TJ.
The biting off the thing, I wanted to drop the F-bomb so bad because I don't know, but yeah. So in the beginning of the game, a werewolf bites off two of your fingers I don't understand what happened there.
Random question. Since we find out the secret at the end, does he actually bleed?
I don't know.
You don't pay him that much attention?
And then you're surrounded, and then a giant, what they call them? Lycan. I think that's what they call it.
Lycan is the same thing as werewolf.
Yeah, there was a giant one who, and I can't believe I'm the one who know. The thing carried a sledgehammer It was built like Triple H. I do not know why they went with that. Like, oh well.
He was built like Triple H.
Yeah.
What a comparison. Young Triple H or older Triple H?
But anyway, he kind of told his little army to leave, and then he left. And then there was the old woman who was speaking in riddles, which there's a massive spoiler at the end of it that I will get to in a minute. But
old woman speaking. You mean Evelyn? Emma? The only old woman I can think of.
And then the first house was destroyed by a old guy who turned into a werewolf after being bit by like 2 or 3 of them.
How many werewolves are in this game?
And that whole area was full of them. But then after that,
Is this boss 1 or boss 2?
That's all.
Wasn't there like 6 bosses?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then after the village thingy, like, I can honestly, that was the most tame part of the look. Then we get to the castle.
There's even a castle in this thing?
And then, well, before you get to the castle, you meet as they are called, the 4 lords of the area. There's the fake guy, I can't pronounce his name. A doll I never knew the name of.
Do these have anything to do with the first 7 games? I know the last one does.
Then there's the giant vampire lady who, for some odd reason, almost 95% of the male population seems to be simping over, which I don't get. And then...
Of course you don't get it. You were never into the whole vampire.
And then... Even though... Well, and then there was the last one who... let's see... Then there's Heisenberg.
So out of all of them, he's the one you remember?
From out of all 4 of them, I'll give, honestly, I think he was my favorite of the 4 because
he wanted to kill the biggest enemy like you?
Yeah, he was starting a rebellion, and because he was pretty much all machine, I came up with called him the Resident Evil's Ancient Gear Monster, which is, I don't know why.
Reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! And GX.
I don't know why I called him the Ancient Gear, but oh. But
Random question. 2 of these were female, right? Why were they called the 4 lords?
I don't know.
Shouldn't the middle 2, the vampire and the doll, be ladies?
Okay. The first one you fight is the vampire. Which has 3 daughters, which obviously they were more intelligent than her herself.
Ooh, so the lady and her ladies in waiting.
So, and then in the castle, before you get to the castle, you meet the Duke, who actually, in an Easter egg, said he was friends with the merchant from Resident Evil 4. So there's a lot of references with Resident Evil 4, which is cool.
Who's the merchant in the game?
So after you run into the Duke, who you can buy your stuff from. I got it. So after that, you run into. Then there's the first Lord fight. Then there's the first Lord fight, which Oh my god! When I first saw the transformation, I was like, well, I can't repeat what I said on here because then my video would probably get demonetized. But
you get that demonetized anyways.
Yeah. So after you defeat her, then you get one key.
I thought we were on the guide.
And then from there you head to the next portion, which is where the Duke tells you head back to the Duke and he marks on your map where the other three lords is. And then the second one you go to is the dollhouse. Wait, when I first went there, it was like, okay, it was like a nice house when I.
Is this the house you buy your daughter?
And then after you do the puzzle with the what is it? The doll is a doll that you do circle. After you do that, and then you get the fuse. That's where Capcom got me with the jump scare. That's where they got me with the jump scare. So I went to, there was this giant mutated infant. I'm like, wow.
That's the part you were at when I heard the crying, baby.
It was like,
I thought TJ was crying.
Yeah, my little girl pretty much pointed out exactly what I've been hearing from the whole thing. I was like, oh my God. At first I was like, I want to go finish it, but I already put the money in for the game, so I might go finish it. So I think I was like the only person who did not use the hide feature and was able to outrun it. I got so many questions for Capcom. Why did they have to about the mutated baby thing? I got so many. So
that's a fun thing to have in there when you think of you got a 1-year-old at home.
Then this part was, I think this was the most hilarious boss. You have to keep stabbing the doll with a pair of scissors. That was like the easiest boss fight in history.
How was that hilarious?
Oh my God! I was like, when I first did, I was like, really, we're doing old second grade stuff with the scissors, like really. But yeah. But anywho, after that, you get the doll itself as an item, and then we go to the. I can honestly say the second hardest castle, which is well, not exactly a castle, but the area where you.
TJ has something in her mouth that she won't let me get in. Wait a second.
Give me a second, guys. You know, we might be coming.
Better be.
Yeah. From there, we go to the.
No, she was eating something.
Okay. Yeah. From there, we go to I guess I call it a pier. No. A water gate and 2 windows. Then there's this water gate puzzle, which I have to tell you, I had to use YouTube just to figure out how to do it. I had to use YouTube stuff to figure out the water gate puzzle. Then after I did that puzzle and Kickstarter.
Called Resident Evil 8, the puzzles.
And then after I kickstarted the windmills, then you fight the fish person. Who after you defeat that, he blows up, which I kind of figured.
Blows up like Buffer, or blows up?
And so after that, you get his valuable item, and then I went on the dive to figure out where the weapons are, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows where they are, so I don't have to do it. And then we get to, I don't know how to go about it. Yeah. So from there we go to the factory, which is where you fight Heisenberg. Now, before I get into how to, let me tell you about the 4 areas labyrinth puzzle. Okay, the first one was easy. Second one, I didn't have to put much work in. The second one was easier than the first one. The third one was easier than the first 2. The one puzzle that I had the most trouble with was the labyrinth puzzle. Because it was like you're navigating a metal ball through a factory to get the last crystal skull, which I believe was the green one.
Sounds like Indiana Jones up in there.
But the enemies in that one was off machine, which cool. It was good to see them mix it up with that. I like that. And then after you fight off for the flask, I shouldn't have to go into details about that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows it. After you defeat Hyde, then you run into Chris again. And
little girl, what do you mean you're all done?
Oh, when he finally explained to Ethan why he kept him in the dark front, I 100%, even though I didn't say it, wanted to call. Hold on, let me see if I'll get in trouble for saying it.
The girl.
Yeah.
She's by the door.
1 second, guys.
The issues with filming with a 1-year-old.
But yeah, anyway, after I heard the explanation for why
She hit me.
So after hearing the explanation he gave about why you keep someone who you call your friend in the dark, and then
we're talking about Captain Chris.
And then you started crying about it was hard enough. Job's hard enough without civilians getting.
Well, shouldn't you have
when
talked,
the white
talked
person
about the fact that Heisenberg sat there and said we could fight her together?
I'm pretty.
We both want Miranda dead. We should fight her together.
Yeah, I'll bring that up. But yeah, like I'm like, you and Ethan supposed to be free. He was willing to volunteer to help you with your case, but you kept him in. And then I started dying. I'll get to the part that's funny about that. Cause I was thinking that. Then once I get to it, but yeah, I actually wanted to call 100%, and everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm being too hard on him," but his explanation was complete BS.
What's she doing?
You. There you go. Yeah. So anywho, he tried to get back on Ethan's good side by hooking him up with a high-powered tank to Charlie.
Oh, he hasn't battled Heisenberg yet.
So then there's that boss fight, which that was my most difficult boss battle. It was fun, but I still say that was my most difficult one. Then after you defeat him, then you learn the truth about who Mother Miranda is. That the old lady in the beginning who helped you turned out to be her. Which this was the second time they did that. That was the second time that they did that. First time was in 7 with, well, y'all know about that. And then you go into the the short term of using. And now here's the part where it was fake. A lot of us, I was thinking, why did his own teammate even called him out on it? I was like,
you mean that random Ethan died crap? That was the weirdest thing out of that video game. Why would you just jump to Chris talking to his teammate and us not seeing Ethan actually die?
Alright. Man, even your own teammate called you out on that. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But then, at the end of it, then you fight Miranda. Defeat Miranda.
Before that, what do you find out? Ethan had been dead for 3 years. That Jack had killed him.
That's right.
And he was mold.
Oh yeah, that actually shocked a lot of YouTubers from what I heard. But yeah.
I kind of saw it though.
Because
I mean, when you played 7, technically Jack did kill you. How are you still alive? Is the exact words I told you when you played 7.
Technically, they're both dead, but they don't know that Mia's also dead. But yeah.
So maybe in number 8, or if they do a number 9, they can do something about that Miranda somehow coming back to try to get Rose as an adult and show that Mia never aged.
Yeah.
If Mia's made out of mold, she's not going to age.
Yeah, they may do that. And then, then that. Her first fight. But yeah. Then after that, then you already know about the final boss fight. And
I'm still confused about the merchant guy that gives you a ride.
Yeah.
He says, you know you can never return to them, Jack. Or Ethan, whatever he said. Where did he come in on this?
Yep. Yeah. There has to be DLC on that one. Even the merchant knew he was mold. So yeah. So hopefully there's DLC for this game. Otherwise, I did all I could.
What happened at the end?
Yeah.
What did Rose do?
Alright. Yeah, that is true. Before we get to the before I get to I gotta get. Not many people would actually blow themselves up to save their kid, but
did he actually blow himself up? Because Chris tried to get him to keep moving, and he just kind of gave up.
Yeah, he took the bomb and then went back and he sacrificed himself to save his wife and kid.
All I heard was, "I can't do it, Chris," and then the explosion.
Yeah, so. And then the BSA sent the okay, they got it.
Yes, I thought they were the SSAA.
Yeah, so there's so many, they left so many things unanswered, which means they got it, which means there's definitely going to be some DLC. When, I do not know.
Our daughter is getting in trouble.
Then,
I should knock you down, guys. Or was that Daddy?
yeah, then at the end of it, Rose, you see Rose as I don't know.
She gotta be about 16, 17.
I'm going to say she's either a teen or
early 20s?
Yeah. Then she visited her father's grave, and then after that,
let's be exact. Apparently, she snuck away. Mia sent the agent that works with them, and he said something about whatever you say, Evelyn, and she got very pissed. Told him not to call her that, or you'll get to see some things that even Chris doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the agent he got it, and then they left, and then when they left, there was. Yeah, He said she was just a kid, so.
No, he said you're just like your father, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then they pulled off, and even I saw there was a random figure walking right by them. So we kind of felt that is. I had to let one of the legendary people cover that one.
Either it could be Miranda coming back to try to get to her, or Ethan didn't actually die.
Yeah, that's what everybody's. That's what everybody's saying. Did. But this was the final chapter for Ethan, so I wonder how they're gonna. So what they do with the next one is.
I think what they should do is show Rose and give us flashbacks of the stories that Miranda tells her about her father. Miranda and Chris all tell her about her father. About how he fought Jack and stuff like that, and you get to play Ethan that way.
Yeah, that might be the best way for them to do it.
I think they should also let you play as Rose in a mission of her own.
Yep.
I mean, maybe Miranda is alive. Maybe it wasn't Ethan that was walking there, but Miranda. And she's trying to come after Rose now that she's older.
Yeah, I haven't tried the new mode yet. Like I said, I'm waiting until I get the PS5 before I play it again.
Just so everybody knows, I am blind. So everything I'm talking about, it's just based off my hearing.
So my initial, get about an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's good. I mean, there was something that they could have done.
If you had to rate your boss fights, all 6 of your boss fights, or 6 or 7 of them, how would you rate them individually?
4, no. 3 7s, so 5.
The vampire lady gets a 5?
Let's see.
Or is that the creepy doll?
The one is a 2 because all it was just stabbing a doll with scissors.
The creepy doll that I kept thinking was our child crying.
Yeah, that's a 2. The first thing I gave it about a 5 because it was difficult. I had to use every. Heisenberg is definitely a 10 because that was like my favorite boss fight. And the Miranda fight, I'm giving out about 6. Because it was challenging, but it also wasn't challenging.
So if you average the game based on your fights, though, you about 7.58.
I just say high average. It's still better than most games that's on PC and whatnot, but anywho, will I recommend it for y'all? Yep.
Just if you have kids, be warned, you might think your kids are crying.
Let's see. Well, I recommend you picking up at full price. That's I can't give y'all that one. That's completely on y'all on that one. I'd say worth it, but then again, I pretty much played every Resident Evil, and the only 2 I've hated was the remake of 1 and Code Veronica. But other than that, yeah, Resident Evil Survivor doesn't even get acknowledged. So yeah. Anywho, my next Let's Play on Twitch will be, well, my next PS4 Let's Play on Twitch will probably be the,
How many more games do you have on pre-order?
I got 1 left that I gotta pick up on pre-order.
Gotta pick up, or you already pre-ordered it?
I already pre-ordered it. So the last...
How is it that I gotta pick up if you already pre-ordered it? You got them all digital anyways. Hi.
So the next my next review will be of the 3 Ninja Gaiden games on the PS4. I think that might be my last game on the PS4 because
Depending on when you get the fight.
depending on when I get the 5, because I pretty much did all I can do with the PS4. And most of the games that I have on the PS4, I can just download onto the PS5 and be backwards compatible. So,
well, depending if you don't get the disc one, you can't use your 4 discs.
Yeah, man. But anywho, everybody, it looks like it turned into a review already. It turned into I guess you could call it a podcast. So anywho, I got some.
It's still under 30 minutes, so it's not a podcast.
Yeah. So anywho, thanks for coming out. Like I said, my next and probably final PS4 stream will be Ninja Gaiden. Because if what the PlayStation president is saying is true, they should have the PS5s in stores by September. If they go through with the redesign. Otherwise, I may have to pick it up in next year along with my Xbox, because I haven't locked in that I get my Xbox in 2022. So I'll see y'all then with probably some more retro games from my gaming laptop. See ya.